What's up guys, and welcome back to my Campervan Builder YouTube channel. So today I'm just going to be introducing the latest project for the channel, and that's this Ford Connect long wheelbase high top little minivan. I've already converted one of these vans on one of my channels before, but that was the short wheelbase low roof version, and I managed to make a comfortable campervan out of that one, but it wasn't quite big enough for myself because I'm over 6 foot tall, and it was a bit of a pain to get a bed big enough to actually fit me in the previous one. So now this minibus is pretty much all complete. I'm down to really the final finishing touches on this, and then I'm going to get it in for a service, MOT, things like that. I'm going to get that done probably within the next week or two, but in the meantime I figured I might as well try and get a little start on this little Ford Connect as well. So this van itself, it's a 2004, but because it's a 2004 it only has 100,000 miles on it, so that's really low mileage for this kind of year, especially for these vans as well, because these vans are advertised with 200,000-300,000 miles on, no problems. So to get one with just 100,000 miles is quite rare really, especially for the age of the van as well. You can see someone's already had a go trying to make something out of it. They've sprayed some of the arches, things like that. And if I open up the inside, it's still locked. You can see that they've already tried to carpet some of the interior. They've laid some basic lino flooring on the floor, some bubble foil insulation, things like that. But none of this is to my liking or to my standards, so I'm going to actually be ripping all of this out, all of the carpeted walls that they've done, because I don't want black carpet in here because it'll just look too dark and grimy. So all of this is going to get taken out. All the flooring that they've put down I'm going to rip up as well. I'm basically going to get this back down to a bare chassis or bare van, and then we'll start building it back out again as well. But as you can see, it's going to make a relatively nice little micro camper van. There should be plenty of space to get a full length bed and a kitchen unit in as well, and I'm hoping to actually make a little rock and roll bed for this side that'll be able to fold down into a full size bed and pull up into some seating area as well. But as you can see, all the interior is pretty nicely in good condition, especially considering it used to be a painter's van before this as well, so there's no real big splashes of paint or paint can explosions anywhere, things like that as well. So as I say, this is going to be the next project for the channel. It's going to make a nice little micro camper van, and I'm going to document each job as I do them, job by job, throughout the conversion as well. Now the sills have already been replaced on these as well, because the Ford Connects do have a common problem with the sills. They do rust away. These have been replaced, but it looks as though when they've been replaced they haven't been treated properly, so they do have some surface rust on them again. So I'm going to get these all ground down, give them a good treating with some rust treatment, and then I'll paint them up with some hammerite and then give them a wax oil as well. But as you can see, they're all nice and solid. They've just got a little bit of surface rust on them as well. All of the wheel covers and things like that, they're going to have to get resprayed, because I don't like the way these have just been patchily sprayed orange. And the rear bumper is going to have to get replaced as well, because it looks as though it's had a small little reversing incident, but it hasn't bent any of the rear section, it's just pushed in the back of the bumper. But I did replace the bumper on the last Ford Connect that I did as well, so it's nothing new. I've already done one before, so I'll be able to get this replaced as well. So as I said, it should make a nice little micro camper when it's all sorted out. I'll probably put a SMEV gas hob and sink unit in it as well as the usual leisure batteries, solar panel on the top, things like that. It's basically going to be a nice full camper van, but just in a little micro van rather than anything else. But at least with it being the high top, there should be plenty of room to be able to sit in here and have a little bit of headroom, things like that at the same time as well. So for this episode, as I said, this is just an introduction to the van, and I'm also now just going to start ripping everything out, get it back down to the bare van chassis, so to speak, and then in the next episodes we'll start building it back up again. So as I say, first things first, as part of this introduction, let's get everything out of the van, get everything all stripped down, all of the carpeted panels stripped off as well, all the flooring ripped up, and then we'll have a look, see what it looks like when it's ready to start being built back up again. So I'm going to crack on, get all of this stuff ripped down, the flooring ripped up, and we'll have a look and see what it looks like when it's all back to bare. Right guys, so that's the van fully gutted out and ready to start being converted. So as I say, this was just a quick introduction video showing the next project on the van, as well as getting it all cleared out, ready to start the next conversion work. In the next video I'll probably be fully insulating it. I was thinking of taking all this bubble foil down, but the previous owner's done a relatively okay job putting it all up, but it's just not enough insulation needs, or not for what I consider to be properly insulated anyway. So I'm going to nip out, get some proper insulation boards to be able to fill in all the voids on all the sides, in the back door voids as well as up onto the ceiling before I put a new headlining up as well. So as I say, next week's episode is probably going to be insulating out this van. So pop back next week. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button below as well. And if you made it through to the end of the video and you like these sort of projects, consider giving the video a good old thumbs up as well. So as I say, this is going to be the next project on the channel. Lots and lots of jobs going to be coming for it as well as getting the finishing final touches applied to the Mercedes minibus campervan conversion as well. So hopefully we'll see you on next week's episode, whether it's on this one or the minibus, we'll see. So as I say, hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Cheers.